So yeah, it's still not entirely sure to me where this matchup stands. I've only seen Happy versus Focus, I think, on this patch. Sound was a bit quiet, eh? Should be better now. So the game plan is the same as it was the past couple of years. You try to harass the DK and the ghouls and the creeping and bring out your wyvern. And on the other side, you try to survive until you have some anti-air. Creep up as fast as you can, because you need the levels. And then you fight. Yeah, we were hoping for, I don't know, Tauren, Witch Doctor, all that stuff in this matchup. Nothing really changed. The patch is now 3 weeks old, I think. And we still play the same strategy. It has been changed that the Farseer is back, actually. Instead of Blade Master only. You can switch it up, which is always nice if you got options. Feel a bit sad whenever Soin is playing a Farseer, because I love his Blade Master so much. But of course, it's quite convenient. You get the summons, Chain Lightning, very good against ghouls and skeletons. I get it, I get it. But yeah, we got one player of each race, and at the end of this, we'll see, obviously not who the best player is of the four, but what the best race is and who has the rights to whine still. And what needs to be nerfed next. This is what it's all about when you have one player of each race, right? Am I right, Chad? So far, it's a classic harass. Labby has had an amazing past 4 weeks, with unfortunately the exception of the biggest tournament that we have, the DWCC. So he performed in everything, just not there. In a tough group though, with Happy and Colorful and 120.
A player's forces are under attack.
We go TC second, and we go Beastery for the Wyvern. TC second is truly interesting. So he wants to cover ground a lot. You have to fight evil, not to join it. Ah, check, you know, one of you. I'm one of you.
A player's forces
So try to control the ground with Farseer, Wolves, Chain Lightning, and TC Stomps. And bring the Wyvern. Seems like Orcs are of the opinion that when the Undead heroes aren't that high level, as a Wyvern give less XP, thanks to the last patch, they can do this. Expansion builds faster. Wyvern give less XP. Nova range is shorter. And then the strategy might just work. So Wyvern creep speed is crazy. Of course, you don't have the harass potential of a Blade Master. You don't have the creep manipulation of a Shadow Hunter. But Wyvern are coming. Labby has a good read though. Sees it coming. The damage should still be more than enough to kill this Great Hall, or is it? Trying to stop it with Storm. That's kind of nice. Wyvern take out one skeleton after the other. That's kind of nice. But DK and Lich, is this enough? Coil Nova onto the TC. Stomp again to buy some spears, but the Nova Lich, she blocks a little bit. Oh man. And with that, the expo is getting cancelled. Labby, nice execution. Razor sharp. Unfortunate TP situation here. Good pressure by Labby. good timing by Labby as well. Tja, and now we got tier 3 done. Now we got this problem of orcs. How do you deal with Gargs? Well, you add bad riders. Soin was quite joyous tonight seeing the hot fixes, but he also said we'll see if that's not too much. So everybody is pretty much of the same opinion regarding the Blood Mage that we'll probably talk about later. It is the Labby Alchemist, classic with Acid Bomb against it. It will be a problem that his heroes are not feasting on experience from the Wyvern as we did before as Undead.
A player's forces are under attack.
So how do you gain level? We have a little bit of a creep war. What do you guys think, chat? Is this return to Farseer good? Better than the tier 3 rush? On both sides? Is that the way to play it now? We do have a tower up. Nice, but no cement. Not so nice. And then on the other side, Great Hole coming as well.
Players' forces are under attack.
So far, the big problem for Soin, he didn't get level 3. That might change. Labby is also allowing him to get a little bit of time as he's building another Acolyte. Look at this. He's just simply counter-expanding. So we're not going for a timing push. With the 4 Bat Riders out, this looks like a good change.
Players' forces are under attack.
But then how will Soin react? Just mass and outproduce? I don't think it's good. It's so hard to close it out versus Undead with Farseer, and Undead can tech switch as much as he wants. To what? Sagittarius, thank you for the 18 months. Today is a good sub day, I gotta say. Oh, this is gnarly. Oh, this is bad. Oh, nice split. Almost, but he gets all of it. Wyvern. Not moved to the side, really. Getting nuked out as well. So we got 1 destroyer against 2 Wyvern left. This is not the numbers that anybody wants. At the end, though, Soin is still running away. Oh, you see that? You can split Wyvern against an Acid Bomb. Somebody show this to Tetstar. Unbelievable. 2 orcs in the world can now split against Acid Bomb. It only took 2 years for them to learn it. And now, Labby's Expo is on. Soin didn't want to attack. Gargs should be back in no time if he has the resources. Tier 3 has been started as well. So different priors on both sides. On the Orc side, it's Expo into Tech. On the Undead side, it's Tech into Expo. And a pretty even game so far. But of course, Soin has to cover a lot of ground. People say Wyvern are trash, and that is correct until they get their tier 3 upgrade. And Venom Spears is crazy strong, especially versus Hero Noob or with Hero Noob. Seems like we have a little bit of a stalemate. Poking left and right. We have some fortification with cement, so we're not overwhelmed by destroyers. This is what happened quite a bit recently. An Undead rush to destroyer timings onto burrows. There we go.
player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
And we got another creep check. The first one came from Soin towards Labby. Heal scroll kinda nice. Oh, that gargoyle is ambitious, being nuked immediately, even without bats. And Stomp buys. Oh, I was about to say, Stomp buys more time. There is an Ankh, but only on the Fastier, which is not the hero that's being nuked right now. TC maybe leaving with the town portal, gets the scroll of healing as well. Expensive. Might have been time for a staff, as Nova was only on level 1. Lich, absolute beast, by the way. Sneaky, sneaky. Thank you for the 3-month. Love, 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 love it.
A town is under siege.
BSK also. Thank you for the 5. Lich close to 3. Mega beast with these items. But army isn't really here. We're back to the lame game. Yay! Oh, how I missed this. A tower here would be nice, of course. If there's enough space. But then Venom Spears is soon to be ready, and then Soin should be ready. It's getting really annoying for LabyRinth now. Expo isn't fully mining. Huge upgrade for the Wyvern. But we don't have bats. This is very one-dimensional. Nova doesn't have the same range anymore, so kiting game is a little bit easier. Sweet retreat, but Acid Bomb is lethal as one of the few poison spells in the game, as it is a hero spell. And with that, Soin takes quite some losses, doesn't he?
A player's forces are under attack.
Labby's still with all the chances in the world, but he needs a good fight coming up. 4-3-3. Still got the levels that he needs from lots of creeping. No healing though. Both went to Soin for Acid Bomb, but Nova. It's quite nice. And of course against Orb of Annihilation. Yeah, this might be a big fight coming. 11 supply lead. We have more bats in the race now as well. 2 armor upgrades, but not the 3rd yet. Labby is kind of trying to engage. Doesn't though, and Soin is preparing another expo. And that morph, of course, didn't do anything.
A player's forces
So he
are
morphed,
under
he got
attack.
mana, but now it's tickling down. Since I see chat is talking about the Warcraft III Champions update, I made a Reddit thread with pictures and the patch notes. It's also on the Discord. Without pictures though. It's also on our Twitter. You can check that out. Off we go! Will someone take that fight? I'm not too sure. Got a tower, but that's about it.
Player's forces are under attack.
Ouch. That's dying unnecessary. I love this Spirit Tower position. Really cool to prevent lames. But yeah, Soin is getting further and further ahead here. Actually gotta check out their recent results. I don't even know. The last 3 wins at least all went to Labby. It's time for a change, boys. It's time for a change. We are not changing the amount of Soin's expansions though, okay? That's an easy one. And now we got 3 base versus 2. And soon to be 80 food. And Soin is still rich. And Soin is also going for liquid fire. That makes repairing against these bad wyvern attacks a lot harder. So how do you get out? How do you get out of this situation? You can't push. You're in a stalemate. Rock hard place situation. Let's go! Will we take the fight now or are we just disengaging? Filthy, filthy orc gameplay. Not pleasant to watch. Gotta be quite a sadist to play a game like this. But if you want to be successful in an RTS game, you have to be a sadist anyway.
Players' forces are under attack.
So where do we go from here? 3rd defend upgrade. Let's go. That's a game changer for sure. As it then requires the bats, 1 bat more to explode a destroyer or a Garg. Let me try this expo again, huh? It's not that Labby is at 50 food and could contest with this. It feels like Soin can attack whatever he wants. And he's gonna win. This expo play fully worked out. I was skeptical. Bats are detonating before the 3rd ammo upgrade. Well timed. Soin. Acid bomb hits everything, so that's strong. Coral survives, but oh my god. LabyRinth is getting wrecked here. And we're still playing it safe and sound, and we got the wyvern in 2 groups. Unbelievable. Doesn't even need the full army at this point anymore. Waiting for the next chain lightning in a second. Got the heal scroll up against the tick damage of acid bomb. And of course, when you're on 3 bases, you can do whatever you want.
A player's forces are under attack.
No way Orc is winning this? What? He can leave his desk, take a week vacation on Bora Bora, come back with a full tan, and he'd still win this game. Maybe step aside, do some chores, go vacuum your room, do the dishes. Okay, let's see if there's no way an orc can win this, or if Soin shows us the way how an orc can win this. It is a 30 food lead. Both first heroes are close to level 5. Oh, well, there it is. Fastia level 5. Phenomenal. Wyvern are falling quickly as they're still rather fragile, but DK has been deleted and so has Labby. That is a clean and simple 1-0 for Soin. He was always pretty good with this Wyvern harass style. He found a sweet little tier 2 timing even after a cancel. Hey, why is it not jumping to this post-game thing? There it is. And that's the W. Dreadlord versus Blade Master though. He might be cut into pieces, but we'll see about that. Yeah, if that's against the Fascia, it's relatively easy to dominate with the Dreadlord. But now he's up against the Blade, and I don't think a Dreadlord fares too well against that. He can also do a very fine job at just picking that haunted. So first Ziggurat cancelled, slow applied. Of course, Soin is hunting it immediately. Soin has such a fine Blade Master. Did anybody ever mention that Soin has a very fine Blade Master? Oh, I love it. Second Ziggurat attempt cancelled as well. And this is getting expensive. We have a Windwalk, so there's no way out. Can you sleep him again? Yep. But didn't. Okay, so we saved some mana on the sleep. We're trying the Ziggurat project for the 3rd time now. And we do add a barracks. Since it's a Dreadlord, huh? Doing Berserkers then. Or could just go Grunt. Can do a lot now, actually. Blade Master is just being the bitch that we know him as. Not willing to attack onto this Haunted, huh? Might have to wait till the dust wears off. So we get Headhunters, we get a Bestiary. Headhunter Raider attack. And a Fire Lord. Okay. Fight the Lord with the Lord. Similar to how you fight fire, I guess. With lava spawns, that is. Relatively classic way of dealing with an expansion. But there's a lot of ghouls here. This Headhunter regrets joining the army. Sleep around. That Fire Lord instantly extinguished, huh? We do get some sustain from the Vamp Aura. Insane mid-map defense so far from this push. This is supposed to be a push, by the way.
The player's forces are under attack.
Dreadlord is still in trouble though. He got a ring, which is fine. Slow. Tower needs to run. Blade Master has Windwalk again. Can he reach? Is that enough damage? Doubtful. That wasn't a great follow-up by Soin, to be honest. No, 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 no. Headhunter getting caught immediately. Lava spawns getting caught immediately. Firelord getting caught immediately. And now we have some distance here between the orc quote-unquote army. And the Dreadlord gets another Headhunter. Oh, damn, Labby is cooking. Car wasn't ever burning after all. Big true. Labby with the Dreadlord, man. What a sight to behold. Now we get Wyvern, and there's very little anti-air. We're working on it. Look at the surround. He's blocked. He doesn't have mana, but he does have the cloak, as if Windwalk isn't enough. Sleeps him. Can he hide again? Oh, he gets the kill. No way. Dreadlord running. But how long can he run from the ever-burning? Oh, double kill. Let's go. Both first heroes down. Surround, and then we get a full wipe. Let's go. We kill them all. Or do we? No way. He survives on 17 HP. Sick. See, ever burning after all. Yeah, now we need towers and guards. Look at this. This matchup can be fun. And again, Soin tried so much, but Wyvern are the answer. And Labby is going feet. Isn't there an extra incentive with Dreadlord to go Gargs as they benefit from Vamp Aura? Maybe one crypt isn't enough. Maybe one crypt isn't enough. Okay, we get the Fiends out. On Soin's side, we get a tier 3. Then he can go for a tiny Great Hall. I think he's saving already. And then the Wyvern Lame to the left-hand side begins again. This would, of course, been dealable with Gargoyles, but not really with Fiends. Very interesting situation now. Tier 2 and 2 base on the Undead instead of on the Orc, as it was in game 1. Blade Master levels super underwhelming. Gets a Claw +8. That is obviously nice. Labby is cooking though. Only 37 food. We are a little bit supply blocked, but Soin is working on it. And then he gets probably the tiny on top as well. And the levels are getting better. Of course, with the Fire Lord, it's not going to be like this ultimate late game composition. With Blade Master, Shadow Hunter. Instead, Fire Lord.
A player's forces are under
Without
attack.
Soulburn, actually. But since there's no DK, maybe you don't need Soulburn that much. Yeah, as expected, we get a tiny. Just the question where he's gonna put it. And then we got 2 base, 2 base. Labby just has to catch up with the tech, but he's doing that. So, Fiend's got Weapon Burrow. I like this. No detection at the moment on Soin. Fortification here is good. Fortification in the main leaves to be desired. DK, of course, the weakest hero in the game, just popping out now. And we go TC and then Headhunters. That's a bit odd. That means no healing in these fights for Soin. No Carrion Swarm on the Dreadlord. Hot topic here, as only the 2 heroes are benefiting from this. Maybe he's playing the long run and is preparing, I don't know, more gold or something. We got an Orb of Lightning. Insane control. And it seems like we get... No. Does he wanna... Are you willing to engage this? Good scouting if he's getting creep decked. And... Off I go. Stomp onto all the fiends. Oh my god. Kodo gets the freebie as well. Despite being 20 food down, Soin is willing to take this due to the sheer strength of heroes. Especially the Blade Master, who doesn't have level 2 crit. Fiends burrowed. Other fiends almost saved by the coil, but the Fire Lord Incinerate gets another damage point in. The sleep doesn't work that well as immediately woken up, and it feels like Labby is falling quite a bit apart despite Burrow. There was a dust when he needed it though, so shout out to Soin for preparing well for this fight. Sleep again. Now woken up exactly when the invulnerable stage was over. Another fiend falling. Kodo is not devouring just yet.
Players' forces are under attack.
That covered the expo for a while. Surely decimating LabyRinth's army, but also every single wyvern is dead. And shop control a little bit. And now we got the Tome of Retraining. So with Carrion Swarm, next fight is not gonna be that easy for Headhunters to survive. Frost Armor first, by the way, not Nova.
A player's forces are under
Very
attack.
interesting setup. Very much enjoyable compared to the pure Wyvern games. IMO. Bone Chimes now, also quite used. This is not a game for Vampiric Aura, which only benefits from melee. Second Drax for mass Headhunters.
A player's forces are under attack.
Truly feels like everybody is just using piercing damage versus everything nowadays. Not nowadays, it's been a case for a long time. Oh, Blade Master got the item! Ah, he stole the Wand of the Wind! That's super annoying! OMG! So, can Soin do it here? Supply is even, but Carrion Swarm is super strong. Lich level 2 can add to the chaos with Nova now. As fiends are disappearing left and right and left and right. Nice heal scroll, but that was the last one also. Stabs you in the back, getting targeted. Level 5 Dreadlord! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can we get a Carrion Swarm in? We still have mana, don't we? We do. Needs kind of the perfect position to make it work. Oh my lord! We got a Lich. Oh, the coil too late, unfortunately. Labby in trouble here. I don't... There is... Oh, Dispel. Sweet. But no coil. It was still on cooldown. Mana is low as well. He just wants that Kodo. Got him very last second. So still supply lead. Oh no, it's even now actually. With the triple
Players' forces are under attack.
production that Soin has. This is a wild game. God damn, I love Labby vs. Orc. (5-3-2) versus 4-4-3. Vamp Aura, of course, amazing for a Blade Master in a fight. Labby needs to work on mana. We do have good income, so mana potions shouldn't be the worst. Uh-oh, DK, careful, buddy! Big invul potion, but now he needs a coil. Can't be too late again, so big invul gone. As well as that TP on very few cost, and the big turtle with the big consumable goes to big Soin. Oftentimes, the solution of other undeads would just be mass ghouls at this point, by the way. We are at 6, that's not too many. Especially with the Dreadlord, ironically, this would work super well if he goes back to Vamp Aura. which is of course expensive and you can't really afford that all the time. But yeah, usually the problem of Headhunters is a Dark Ranger. We don't see that here, but if the Carrion Swarm is level 3, it's an insane AoE spell. Because ghouls deal with orcs fairly well. We don't have spikes here. Also, not enough damage. Oh, the crits are getting crazy. And Labby is working on a third base. Sneaky, sneaky. So the base holds, needs repair. I feel like he needs spikes as well. As Labby is not letting go of ghouls. Red spot pulls. Big camp. The biggest. Versus Headhunters is so surreal. Katka's pipe though! Amazing item for Soin. Free mana regeneration. He's looking for the Lich once again. We need Frost Armor. Where is Frost Armor? No! Holy shit, he kills the blade out of nowhere. Are you kidding me? With that, the big damage is done, but the DK is exploding as Kavi ever burning is laying in the incinerate. Mass murder here as well. PC number 3. All the Headhunters are just ripe for the picking for a Dreadlord. What a game. 5.8. Are we seeing the unnerved Infernal today on day 1 of the patch? Utter chaos. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. See how beautiful this matchup is when people don't go DK, Lich, Dark Ranger, Wyvern? The ghouls got the kill, by the way, in the back of all this chaos. And that, my friends, is level freaking 6. And that means Infernal time, baby. Infernal patched? Yes. Infernal back to be as strong as it ever was. I love Warcraft 3. What a match. Absolute cinema, as the kids say. So, good luck, Headhunters. If you're clumped up, this is a perfect opportunity to show the regained strength of the Infernal. Beautiful. Lasted a second, but it was still beautiful. GG. Labby turns the series and makes it a 1-1. Dreadlord is so sexy. Dreadlord is so sexy. Despite the early pressure, he dealt with that Firelord so freaking well. Question is, will we see an expansion once again or not? It was quite a bit stressful for Labby on Tidehunters, and he can almost consider himself lucky to have survived that. But of course, luck was forced by him with that amazing fight on the middle of the map. Lots of open questions. And Soin, of course, will he go back to the Wyvern lame game that he displayed on Hammerfall, or was that just a Hammerfall special? Dusted opportunity. Oh, invested coil to prevent that. Of course, costs mana. Not ideal. But could be worse. Blade is super obnoxious. That's a nice way of preventing levels. Not enough damage, right? No. He would need 2 coils, maybe, and a hit due to HP regen. So this is fine. We are 3/4 into tier 2, and then it's Wyvern time, baby. Oh, nicely played around. Or just simply luck. But yeah, Soin didn't hit that rhythm right, unfortunately. After this series, we still got Sock and Moon and all the other games between these four. So one player of each race, of course, exceptionally excited for the human players. We are online a little earlier today, by the way. You missed 2 amazing maps.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we do go Shadowhunter Wyvern. So this is the most normal game we've had so far. No Farseer, no Dreadlord. This has been the meta for a long time. You can't just start early without telling me. Well, I didn't even know this tournament is happening until I woke up and was scrolling my YouTube shorts. And all of a sudden I saw a promo poster by LawLiet about this tournament. And then I said, hey, brother Joe. Is it okay if I cast this tournament, or is it soup exclusive? And he says, come. And then I came. That's the story. That's my morning. That came out wrong or completely right. Brother Joe. Yeah, LawLiet's name is Joe. So he's Brother Joe. Boing! Dude, there's something so aesthetically pleasing about a Blade Master Windwalk backstepped ghoul. And we're fighting into Wyvern now without a guard. This surely is the most interesting to me, as we do play the normal meta. I also think that Labby is a lot better with guards than he is with fiends. There's no secret anymore.
A player's forces are under attack.
Neo uses dark magic. Let's see. Use your prime sub on Back to Warcraft. Spend your prime sub on Back to Warcraft. If you still have a prime sub, send it to Back to Warcraft. Let's see if that works. Otherwise, I have to go to Black Magic School again. It's full of Real Madrid players, though. Ay.
A player's forces are under attack.
See? No black magic at all. Doesn't work. I need more voodoo in my life. There we go. Missifa. Thank you for the prime sub. 7 months, mate. Love it. Missifa, the least resilient out of all of you towards the black magic. Lartzes as well. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Oh my god. Tom Gland. What the hell? 5 gifties, man. Holy smokes. Thank you. That worked way better than expected to. Haha. That's awesome, Tom. We do have some time as it's mostly creeping here. Blade Master has a nice ring of regen. They're just waiting for levels. We're waiting for level 3s in general. metal bongos so you don't have to go pro. Toby Mask on the DK. Alchemist third. We got 3 Gargs, soon to be 4. 3 Wyvern into 2 Bats. But, oh, whoa, that was way too close to comfort. And a classic tier 3 push where Soin wasn't ready for. And that's how the cookie crumbles. 2 amazing games off meta into 1 boring game with meta. LabyRinth wins.